Hi everyone. Okay, Eamon.
Hello. Hi everyone. All right. A very good afternoon. I bid to all members of PSPJs over here in Zoom, on Facebook and YouTube. All right. Welcome to PSPJ monthly meeting for November 2021. So first and foremost, let me give a brief rundown of our meeting agenda today. First of all, we have our guest speaker here, Pak Isram. So Tato. All right. He's going to talk about a new photo destination in Indonesia. And next, we have member sharing from Miss Chua Yuan talking about beauty of Kashmir. And after that, we will have our monthly photo contest results and judge comments. In between, we also have Raja Indra Putra or Rifi. He will be talking about PSPJ 35th anniversary. So we'll have one short session with him soon. All right, let's proceed with the first agenda of the day. So we have our guest speaker, Pak Isram Sotato. All right, so Isam, popularly known to the Malaysian photography fraternity as Pak Sam. He has been organizing photography trips of fascinating Indonesia since 2010. So with his vast experience and knowledge of many interesting photography destinations in Indonesia, he is a very sought after trip organizer amongst Malaysians and Chinese photographers. Right, so now we welcome Pak Sam.
Thank you, Pak. Selamat sore from Indonesia, from Surabaya. It has been an honor for me in a PSPG meeting to present Indonesia, to present the photography destination in Indonesia. I know that not only you guys in Malaysia, my friends in Indonesia also tak tahulah apa bahasa yang sesuai. Kita cakap sudah mulai dendam lah. Si dendam pasal they cannot go out for photo session. But for the last, I may say for the last 3 months, there have been some people just going out for photo session. They know that there are some COVIDs, but they do is what we call in Indonesia is prokes, stands for prosedur kesehatan. So wearing mask and then standing in a distance and so on. Yeah. So now the situation in Indonesia, as you also think read in newspaper, the cases of COVID is much lower than before. Yeah. Maybe some numbers is even lower than in Malaysia. Yeah. But still, we have also cases, daily cases is around 1,000. And then the latest news, we also starting open up the Indonesia destination for visitors, but only entrance in Bali and Jakarta, plus compulsory of quarantine 3 days. Yeah, so not yet fully open like in Thailand, which is no quarantine. We still have 3 days quarantine. I assume within a few months, maybe early next year, when many countries outside Indonesia or neighboring countries, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, they starting apply the no quarantine, I think Indonesia also will apply no quarantine. So back to the business about the photography destination. This time I would like to talk about around Surabaya. Let me share. Boleh nampak Pak ya? Okay, then I have to use full. Okay. I would like to share the destinations around Surabaya, especially on new destinations. Why I would like to share new destination? Because many of you, I think almost all of you, you already been to Surabaya with the highlight is Bromo and then Mount Ijen and so on. These following destinations, I personally found during the pandemic, during the lockdown. Yeah. But I found it during the earlier lockdown, so not yet so strict on the restriction, no traveling. So during the early, I still travel and then found these places. It's a very nice destination, especially the taking picture, the beautiful landscape of the terrace rise and the mountain. It's relatively new. Only for the last 2 years, we discovered this place. And it is only 1.5 hours driving from Surabaya. Such a beautiful place with the rice paddy and then the mountain. So no need to go as far as Bali or elsewhere. Yeah. Just around Surabaya. So in this presentation, I would like to talk about the landscape and then human interest and also the kind of street photo. Okay, just to refresh you a little bit, where is Surabaya in respect of Indonesia? So the red color there is province of East Java, like the bigger map there. Yeah, and East Java province, the capital is Surabaya. Surabaya, before the pandemic, we have I think 8 direct flights from Kuala Lumpur. So Surabaya is one of busy routes from Surabaya, from Kuala Lumpur, and mostly by AirAsia. But recently, I mean, before the pandemic, once in a day using the Malaysia Airlines too, but still dominated by the AirAsia. So Surabaya is located in the north of the East Java province. And then in the south, you have Mount Bromo. Mount Bromo, if you, if you look at the distance there, is roughly about 130 kilometers. Now we have the toll route until the north of the Bromo. So if last time Bromo is about 5 hours, now it's only maximum 3 hours. So much less now. And now the highlight new destination I'm talking about, I put it on the red dot there. One above Surabaya, it is located in Madura Island. And then the other two nearby Surabaya, which is more on the human interest, yeah. And then the one that I just mentioned, a beautiful landscape, is near Mount Penanggungan.
No problem.
Slightly south of Mount Penanggungan. And then the last, also beautiful and enchanting objects is in the south of Mount Bromo, below Mount Bromo, is a beautiful big waterfall. I know this big waterfall is actually popular in Malaysia too. I saw many Malaysians going there. Some of my friends also asked me to escort me going to the waterfall in the south of Mount Bromo. So Basically, all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all nearby Surabaya. That's why I call it quick jump around Surabaya. Quick jump, what I mean is when later you can go out of the country and Indonesia apply no quarantine. So then is a quick jump of 4 days or 5 days trip outside the country, go to Indonesia is possible. Of course, you can go to Bali, you can go to Yogyakarta and so on. But this is, I would like to share on the around Surabaya. Okay, this is the first red dot located in the north of Surabaya, especially in the Madura Island. Yeah, it is only by car 1 hour plus from Surabaya. The place used to be a limestone hill. The local people, they dig out the stones for the batu bata. We call it batu bata putih because limestone is putih. Yeah. So the white limestone, it is most favorable for the people who live in the northern coast of Java. Why most favorable? Because it's more resistant to the seawater effect. If using the clay brown bricks, it is not so resistant. So white limestone is more resistant. So they cut pieces by pieces the limestones for the building material. Bit by bit, they dig out, they make a hole until nowadays we found it's a very nice place to make a photo session. Not only make dramatic photo session, but also beautiful photo session where we can play around with the lights. Yeah, it is strongly suggested to do only in the morning until midday, where the lights come from behind. Yeah, going through the holes above the hill. We set out a little bit of the local people there while working to make the situation is more dramatic, like this. So there are some holes above the cave. This is not only one hole. There are many holes there. This is one of the place, one of the site, and also most picturesable for photo session. It is morning light. I assume it is around 9 o'clock because the light is slightly bending from the side. Because later on, when the light is right above, then the light is coming down straight. So the lights making through that one, and then we create smoke to make the rays of light. Indonesian photographers, they call the rays of light as ROL, R-O-L. Yeah. So this cave, I would like to call it the cave of ROL, because during the clear day, strong light, strong sunshine must be, there are many rolls inside the cave. We just add with some smoke. Last time, we used burning garbage, bakar sampah, to create the smoke. But now, I can use with the fogging. So I can make the smoke easily wherever I want to. So this is one of the beautiful pictures of the cave. Another two, where we can just easily play around with the lights. Once again, when the time is between 8 to 9 or 9:30, the light is slightly bent down. So we can just add with some people there as if working to make the picture is more alive, not only just landscape. This place is low light, in fact, slightly low light, so needs to be enhanced by lights, by additional lights. But sometimes with the lens, G lens for use who use a Sony prime lens, then I can assume you can have a very good picture. My lens is using not 2.8 or lower. That's why on this on the right side of this picture, there are still some noises there. Yeah, and the noise not so sharp. While the picture of the man there and the woman, because of the light, I can have sharp enough. It is a very nice and dramatic place for rays of light. This is only just slightly on the nearby there, where the lights coming from above. Maybe this one is about 11 o'clock, where the sun just almost straight down. Host, before I talk further, maybe it will be nice to play the film. What do you think? So people are more attractive, because in the film I also include all these all these pictures I want to present later on. What do you think, Pak Albert? Is that possible?
Okay. Eamon, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, but the video, it needs me to I have to be allowed access. I don't have access to the video. Okay, can I ask for the link to be approved?
You need approval.
Yeah, I need approval, although I got the link.
Okay, let me play the video. Is it play the video?
Play the video.
Okay, let me play the video now.
I stop sharing first, huh?
Okay.
Okay.
哪怕事事都大度宽容，伤害又何曾停止？哪怕事事都温柔忍耐，难过又何曾减少？善良的你掏心掏肺，想看你出丑的人却太多，你自己也不好过，却要替别人的故事。
Hari ini kita di Selo Tapak, luar biasa. Saya merasa nyesel hidup di Surabaya begitu lama, baru hari ini tahu indahnya Selo Tapak nih. Biasanya ke Xinjiang, ke Guilin. Aduh, di sini nggak kalah, luar biasa.
月亮月亮你别睡，迷茫的人他依旧错，思念的人已经不在，人生不过一堆堆的顾念。月亮月亮你别睡，爱过这段艰难日子，想起来也不过如此，虚伪的酒我再也不接。老板。 事事都大度宽容，伤害又何曾停止？哪怕事事都温柔忍耐，难过又何曾减少？善良的你掏心掏肺，想看你出丑的人却太多，你自己也不好过，却要替别人的故事感动。月亮月亮你别睡，迷茫的人太久醉，思念的人已经不在，人生不过一对对的姑娘。月亮月亮你别睡，爱过这段艰难日子，想起来也不过如此，虚伪的酒我再也不接。月亮月亮你别睡，哦，迷茫的人太酒醉，思念的人已经不在，人生不过一对对的姑娘。月亮月亮你别睡，爱过这段艰难日子，想起来也不过如此，虚伪的酒我再也不接，想起来也不过如此，虚伪的酒我再也不接。
Thank you, Pak. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak.
So,
Pak, yang tadi itu Pak Rulian.
ya betul. Sudah jumpa ke Pak ya?
Biasa jumpa.
Oke.
Ya, bawa kita pergi satu restoran makan.
Oh iya Kak. Boleh. And then this one I said, okay. Okay, just refresh back a little bit about the beauty of the cave. Yeah, it's a very nice cave indeed, and very dramatic to make rays of light. The next one is I would like to share is the beautiful new destination of Selotapak village. Selotapak is the name of the village. Yeah. It's recently discovered by some handphone photographers actually. I think it was 3 years ago. Yeah. Then they upload in the internet. One time I saw a very nice picture of this one. I saw, oh, this is something nice, something unique. Why unique? Because I have the terrace of rice and then the volcano in the back there together in one frame. That makes me very excited to feature, to blow up this destination, because not many places, even in Indonesia, where we have the terrace rice and volcano in one frame. If only terrace rice, like you know, in terrace rice in Bali or terrace rice in Vietnam, like the Yunnan, there are many places. But this one, terrace rice and the volcano, one frame. That is a very unique one. So I started discovering, taking picture of this place 2020, last year, yeah, during the beginning of COVID. So at that time, still okay to go to this place. it was in March, beginning to go to this place. And then April, I started promote to my friends, photographers in Surabaya, photographers around Malang. Yeah. And then later on, they found that this place is a very nice place and a good place to get a landscape picture just nearby Surabaya. And this is the last picture. I took it there when a friend of mine asked me to accompany going there for a photo session. And beyond my expectation, he also included with some local models. Yeah. So we took a picture of the place, and then this bamboo house is relatively new. Only for the last maybe 4 months. Why? Because this is the place where you can have the picture of the landscape, and we can have the cafe or Indomie in the morning. But also a good place to have this photo session, as if a teacher and a student. Because during the pandemic, like in Malaysia, also we do the online teaching. Yeah. So as if that one, online teaching. In that place, I found that not only one place for beautiful sunrise, not only this spot. This is the most popular spot, okay? The most picturesque, the most highlight spot, because we have a beautiful terrace rise and the volcano. And this one is another spot where we have also beautiful terrace rise and a volcano. And I found there is a house there, and happened to be the house is actually kandang lembu. So I talked with the owner of the house, the kandang lembu. Can I have your house for picture? And then I set out for morning rays of light going through inside the house with the lembu inside there. Yeah. But this place is only maybe only a half kilometer from the signature place of the sunrise. And later on, I also find there are at least easily 4 or 5 beautiful spots for the sunrise in this Selotapak village. Very fantastic with the fast terrace rise. And once again, topping up of background with a volcano. The name of the volcano is Mount Penanggungan. From Surabaya, we can see it clearly. So this one is another morning beautiful of the terrace rise. Yeah, it was taken around, I suppose, in May or June. Yeah. Because in Indonesia, during the dry season, extending from April up to October, that is our best chance for beautiful lights in the morning during the sunrise. Nowadays, it's not easy because of the rainy season. So it was in June, definitely one of the best times for morning photo session. Soft morning lights during the golden hours. Still around the place of Selotapak. As the proof, the volcano behind. Around that one is so fertile for agriculture, especially the rice. It was taken during, it was in August last year. Yeah. Such a beautiful place. I like this photo very much because of the lines, then the farmers doing the activity, and overall with the landscape there. It's a very beautiful place indeed. It's a very big place. Not only we can have people start planting rice or during the middle process of the rice planting, but also during the harvest time. So we just travel around sometimes to find what is the place where we can have the rice planting. There is a place where do the harvest of rice. Yeah. Because of the fertility soil around Selotapak village, which is nearby Surabaya, they can harvest 5 times in 2 years. Yeah. Not yet 3 times, but 5 times in 2 years, just very close to 3 times in a year, because they have to do the rotation. Rotation normally with the ubi-ubian. Yeah, we call it ubi-ubian, staple crops. The chief of the village, Pak Kepala Kampung Selotapak village, he learned, yeah, after I also promote the prospect future of tourism, of landscape tourism, of mountainous tourism. They start also making routes around that place. It used to be from clay, now they start building with concrete cement. So we can have not only just walking around, we can do some cycling there. Yeah. Still with a beautiful spot for the cycling, very nice place for the landscape too. I love this picture very much because we have the rice fields, we have the house, traditional house, we have the mountain, and we have the new popular activities during the COVID, cycling. In Indonesia, the popular name for the cycling is Gowes, Gowes, Gowes. It's a lovely place, beautiful wife, my wife in the picture. So because of this place, because of the pandemic, then I also buy the bicycle to do this one. So that is basically some short pictures of the beauty of the landscape around Selotapak village. Yeah. For me, I already set out photo trip to this place. Yeah. And my plan for this place, we stayed 2 nights. So we will do 2 nights sunrise photo session, and then 1 day for the sunset. 2 days, two times sunrise, and then 2 times for the sunset as well. It's a lovely place where we can walk around. This one is also a new spot for photography. I found it around a year ago when suddenly, by chance, I saw a beautiful picture of this traditional bamboo bridge over a big river nearby Surabaya. Then I searched this place and I found, wow, this is a very unique place. Unique why? Because big river, the width of the river is about something like more than 500 meters, definitely. Yeah, maybe 600 or 700 meters. Yes, maybe around 500 meters in a big river. We have also some concrete, some solid steel bridges, but this one still maintained with the bamboo. I love it very much, very traditional. And funny thing, and not funny thing, is interesting things that this bamboo using the drums to lift the bridge elevated with the surface of the water. This situation, the picture, I took it in August. Why August? Because I set out with a young guy wearing the Indonesian flag. You know that during August, there are many photo competition with the team Independence. So I just take a picture of this Independence photo session in a traditional bridge like this. August is considerably top dry season in Indonesia, including in Java or around Surabaya. During the top dry season, the river, you can see inside the river, there are some small islands. It is only visible, it is only appears during the top dry season because the water debit, water supply is very low. This one is almost big water supply, water debit. You can see that the islands gone, yeah, and then they compare with this one on the right side where the down of the where the down of the bridge is not so much lower down. This one is slightly above. During the beautiful moment of sunset, there are two possibilities taking pictures around this during sunrise and sunset. But sunset is much more dramatic because we have the beautiful golden hours around this bamboo bridge. I call it the landscape of the bamboo bridge because we have the beautiful landscape and again with the volcano as the background of the whole picture. This bamboo bridge is located not far from the Selotapak village in the previous object. Yeah. If Selotapak is located in the south of the mountain or the volcano, this one is in the north of the volcano. By car from the village of Selotapak to this place is only maximum half an hour. That's why I would like to put the trip around Selotapak in 2 days because one sunset photo session, I put it here. Beautiful bamboo bridge. And it's taken once again during the top dry season because there are some islands there. And then in the middle corner, some local photographers trying to get the sunset photo session. Once again, during the dry season, cannot get this island because are full of water. This is one of the result, taking a picture of the bridge during the sunset time. When I was with my friends taking pictures of this sunset photo session, beside the farmers there. I want to get a picture of the farmer and then pulling lembu ka or kambing. Yeah. I got a kambing, but then the kambing screaming for help, takut sekali crossing the bridge because the width of the bridge is not so big, only roughly 1 meter plus. So the kambing is very afraid to get across the river to the bridge, and definitely when I have the lembu, will also afraid. If they are not afraid, then a very good moment for photo session here, because we have the petani, farmers, and then we have the lembuga or the kambing. Unfortunately, cannot. So the only chance is petani ka, or maybe put a woman with the barang-barang above the head, macam tu. That is possible. Recently, my friends in Surabaya, photographers, they asked me to arrange a photo session here with the petani and the women with some stuff lah above the head, like in Bali or sort of that one. I said, kena tunggu during the good time, because afternoon normally not so good weather. And this one is slightly above. Yeah. I think the highest around that place where we can have the whole picture of the bridge and the volcano in the back there. So again, this place is suggested for sunset photo session. Even during the blue hours photo session also possible. Very nice. Maybe I do not include the blue hours because the blue hours of my pictures are not so good. I'm not using the prime lens, so masih banyak noise lah macam tu. Okay, just to refresh a little bit of the bamboo bridge. Yeah, very unique because across a big river around Surabaya. Okay, next one comes to also new, a beautiful waterfall. It's a big waterfall. Maybe some of you been to another waterfall, which is nearby Bromo. Yeah. The name is Madakaripura. Different than the Madakaripura waterfall, which is located in the north of Bromo, this Coban Sewu is located in the south of Bromo. I called this is one of the phenomenal tourist spot, or even not only for tourists, but for photographers, because this is one of the rare spots where we have waterfalls and volcano in one frame. Yeah. Very rare, we have volcano and waterfall in one frame. Another spot like this, where we have a waterfall and volcano, is nearby Borobudur. But the waterfall is only small one waterfall. Is dramatic enough for picture, not as big as this one. Unfortunately, for those who want to take a picture of the waterfall and volcano in one frame at the moment, only by using drone. Yeah. Unless you holding by Superman, boleh lah taken this one. Yeah. So the picture in the left side is using by drone in a frame, one frame of waterfall and volcano. The volcano is Mount Semeru. This is the highest mountain in Java Island. Is almost 4,000 meters, 3,800 meters. It's more or less like Mount Kinabalu. But this Semeru is active volcano. And the picture on the right side is the picture where the drone is right above the volcano. I mean the waterfall. Yeah, it's a dramatic picture, both of them. While when using the normal camera, it's just simple like this. But you can have the whole of the picture of the waterfall. Sometimes during the good weather, just slightly the volcano can be taken by camera in one frame. But of course, not as dramatic as when the picture is taken by drone. Very dramatic indeed. It's getting popular now. Yeah. Before the pandemic, it was starting around found by some young men. This waterfall found by some group of young men who want to discover something new. Yeah. Around if pandemic 2020, and then during the pandemic already 2 years, so something like 4 years ago, the young men discovered this place. And then they uploaded in the internet, in the social media, Facebook and Instagram, and then becoming viral. Soon becoming viral, then becoming viral not only for Indonesia, but also in other countries. Why I said popular in other countries? Because at that time, before the pandemic, I discover myself when I went to this waterfall. Not on the weekday, not on the weekend. Yeah, during the weekdays, most of the visitors are foreigners, either from Thailand, from Malaysia, from Vietnam, or Matsalan. Surprised that it's a very popular for the tourists, for the foreigners. But during the weekend, of course, it's more local people. Yeah. Because the place is really, really fantastic. This spot is taken from the viewing point of the waterfall, where we can have the whole waterfall. And then we put some men there included in the picture to make the picture not so landscape like this. For those who like landscape, maybe this one is more interesting. But for more story picture, then to put the men there will be a more story picture. For those who want to get close to the waterfall, down like this, of course, they have to go down. Yeah. I don't know if you still remember in the films that I just showed you that the access to go down is not easy access. Yeah. Slowly, slowly, slowly down. Yeah. Because it's a very far down. But if you can manage to go down and right in front of the waterfall, it's a very, very beautiful moment, very dramatic moment, because you will get the chance of fresh right above the waterfall, and then the feeling of greatness of the waterfall is there. because it's a very big. And good things, the falls there remains like this. Yeah, maybe just only slightly different, even during the top dry season. No matter of the season, dry season, something like this. It was taken around July. Yeah, June or July last year, like this. And then, not like 2 years ago, 2019, June or July. During the rainy season, of course, we have plenty of water supply. But during the rainy season, the water sometimes is not so pure, beautiful white like this, mixed with the brown color because of the floods. Last year too, when a group from photographers, they wanted to go down to the waterfall and then asked me, is that possible to arrange something different for the picture in the waterfall, like dance, local dances and so on? Yes, of course, as long as you don't mind to pay. Yeah? So I can manage to get the local dance set out in front of the waterfall. It's a very good moment too, just to make the picture something different, not only the waterfall, not only the local people, but maybe with something more local taste. So in brief, that is the beautiful waterfall. Once again, this is the place where we have waterfall and volcano in one frame. Strongly advise when to go here using also the drone, so you can have this kind of picture, which is only possible during, using the drone. But during the normal camera is also very nice for picture too, as long as you don't mind to go down. For those who want to go down, and sometimes because very far going down, and means that very far going up and tiring too. Yeah, trust me, it's tiring. The reason I like to go to this place is not only because the admire of the beautiful of the waterfall and the nature, but also a place for physical exercise. Physical exercise normally during to climb up. So for those who is above 40 or 50, when you want to go down with your full pack of camera gears, yeah, because you don't want to miss the chance changing the lens and so on, do not worry, because on the entrance there are many local porters where they can bring your camera bags. So you just take care of yourself to go down and up. Just like this guy, I trust him for the gears for my customers to bring down. Okay, so we just finished talking about the landscape angles. Yeah. Talking about the nature angles, talking about the caves. Yeah. It's time also to use try something different, which is more on local activities. I still like the local activities where we can explore more on the local expertise. Yeah. I found this place is actually not something new, yeah, because tofu making been many places like that. But I found this place is nearby Surabaya, not far from my house too. Yeah, it's only half an hour driving from Surabaya. It's a very nice place where we can have the tofu making angle session. I like this spot. Yeah, this guy is keep practicing pressing the soya bean for tofu is like this. He often do like this, and I got this picture. And last year, won in a photo competition. Yeah. A very good moment. But to get this kind of picture in this place is strongly advised to use fixed lens. Because when using a fixed lens, then I can freeze the object and making the background blur like this. So more focusing on the object of the guy making the pressing down the soya bean kedelai. Yeah. Very nice moment. A very good place of tofu making for photo session. The people are very welcome for photo session. Yeah, and they don't mind for photo. They keep practicing, keep doing, making the the tofu, the tahu. This is another moment. So in that place, there are 3 places pressing down the soya beans. This one is not using a fixed lens like this one. That's why the whole picture is not so bokeh lah. Bokeh sikit, bokeh a little bit okay, yeah. But then it's not so lovely bokeh, something like this. But I like this picture because it's more story on the people working for the tofu soya bean process for tofu making. And then the lights is from the left side, like this one too, is from the left side. So making a nice light of the whole thing. But this place is considered low light. Yeah. I've been trying using with my lens with a raw picture, but still the result is dark enough. So the process to making the picture not so dark in the Photoshop is necessary. Unless you use with the fixed lens, not so big effort making the light back like this picture using the non-fixed lens. Yeah. This is the overall place where the tofu making. I intentionally take this picture learning from Pak Nick Ng, Malaysia, because he likes to put the picture with the balance of the left and right with the object in the middle. I try to make the picture something like that one, balance left and right side. Maybe is balanced enough, I don't know. Just for the picture. So again, this is the whole picture of the tofu making. You can see in the far back there where the tofu is being processed, yeah, before fried, before goreng. Yeah. And then this is the place where this is the moment where they do all the pressing. Yeah. Again, the lighting is good enough. And the moment of the, my favorite moment of the guy who do the checking, yeah, something like maybe in the modern business, they call it quality control. There's, I use the title when I submit this for photo competition as quality control. Yeah. Very nice. Not far from the tofu place, maybe a half an hour, more than half an hour place, in a place called Trawulan. Yeah. There are people working for the stones, sculpture stones, pemahat patung. The place is called Trawulan, and then this Trawulan place nowadays is believed the former capital of Majapahit on the 14th century. Yeah. Majapahit used to be a very big kingdom in Indonesia. I think you guys also heard the name of Majapahit because names of Malacca, names of Temasek, Singapore, is also very close related with Majapahit because the founder of Temasek and Malacca is also by one of the royal members of Majapahit, Parameswara. Yeah. So this capital of Majapahit is strongly believed around Trawulan village. As a result, in the Trawulan village, some people still making a business, making a sculpture of stones, patung-patung, for living. Not as popular as the patung in Bali, yeah, because it's touristic place. But these patungs, these statues are mostly sent to Bali, sent to Yogyakarta for tourists. Yeah. Many also for them sent to Jakarta for those who want to have beautiful statues in their big house, in the gardens of the big house. Yeah. They still practicing using patung like this, and I make it one of the spot for photography of the we call it the village industry. Yeah. Like the tofu making, this is also a village industry of stone carving. This picture won photo competition last month, yeah, in East Java photo competition. The theme of the photo competition is Raise Up East Java, Bangkit Jawa Timur. And one of the condition of the photo competition that if there is a person there, then they must be wearing mask. You know, recently photo competition is always with the mask situation to promote the mask. So this is a bit overall the situation of the sculpture, yeah. Patung. It's a good light in the afternoon. So a very perfect combination in the morning doing the tofu making. Then afternoon, go to this place before they go home, because they go home around 4 o'clock. So I can do the photo session around 3 o'clock or 2:30 until 4 o'clock before the sculptors going home. And in the Trawulan village, the government just spent some, in Indonesia, I assume it's something like 60 billion rupiah. Then should be about, how much in ringgit? 60 billion, then should be 3,000, 2,000, or maybe 20,000. 20,000 is 60, maybe 200,000. Right? Confusion. They spend around 200,000 ringgit Malaysia to create what they call is the Kampung Majapahit. Kampung Majapahit is a kampung located in Trawulan village. Once again, Trawulan is the former capital of Majapahit. So the government encouraged every house in that kampung, the front side built by this type of the house, which is believed that is the house of Majapahit in the 14th and 15th century, 14th and 16th century. This is the type of the house of Majapahit at that time. Yeah. Every house in that kampung, they must have the front side of the house with this type of house. It's given freely by the Kerajaan of Jawa Timur, yeah, Negeri Jawa Timur. To have this one as the set out of the Kampung Majapahit as part of the tourism promotion to enhance, to bring back the glory of the Trawulan as the former capital of Majapahit. They call it the Kampung Majapahit. Now there are 3 villages where we can have this Kampung Majapahit. I love it very much because I don't need to go to Bali where we have the old traditions of the Java before Islam. At least I can just go to this place, which is only 1.5 hour drive from Surabaya. I have the situation, the ambience of the Java before Islam, especially during the Majapahit time. Every house on the gate, they have to put the symbol of Majapahit. That is on the round and the 9 rays of the sun. That is the symbol of Majapahit. Of course, this type of the house of the Majapahit is modern enough. In the past, I assume maybe not made of the clay roof tile, but from the thatch roof. Yeah, we call it from alang-alang, something like that. But now in modern, it's from the clay, like this. Every house, in front of the house, they must build this and given free by the Kerajaan to bring back the glory of Majapahit in the past. This is what we call is the Kampung Majapahit around Trawulan village. Next week, I will accompany one of the popular photographer going to Trawulan. So I will have the chance more to get the pictures, to get more on the films. I will share in the Facebook, in the Instagram, the latest. That is the briefly some new destinations around Surabaya. Something new for you to know around Surabaya, where you can have the 4 days or 5 days package of Surabaya. Outside the popular legendary Bromo as the destination. Yeah, I know that many of you, whenever you think of the Indonesia or when you think of Surabaya, first thing is Bromo. I can complain because Bromo is beautiful. It's a beautiful Bromo, lovely. And it's my signature, my personal signature. Whenever I go to Bromo, doing the photo session around Bromo, then I also do the Dapur Desa. kitchen village. They set out intentionally, play around with the lights in the morning in a traditional kitchen. It's my signature indeed. And secondly, when you think of the Surabaya, it's also Mount Ijen, one of the mountain with a beautiful and fantastic view of the crater lake, where you can have also people working for the sulfur. It's a very dramatic moment for picture where you can have the people lifting up the stone of the sulfur. Not to mention, when you go to Ijen, of course, this is only one of 2 in the world where you can have the blue fire. I can manage to go to Ijen and manage to get also the blue fire photo session outside the tourists. Because when we go down in the blue fire, there are many tourists where normally they just take the picture using the normal camera or with the pocket camera or even with the SLR because of the low light in the dark, and then they use the flashlight. It is a very interrupting to what we want to have the picture of the blue fire. And in this blue fire photo session, I intentionally set out one guy using a traditional torch, so making red color to be in contrast with the blue fire. Because if I have just only blue fire, it will not be so story picture. But when I have the red color as a contrast of the blue fire, then the blue fire is a story picture. So I think that's all for whole of my presentation. I hope it's clear enough. I hope it's refreshed enough for you to be in what new things around Surabaya as a new destination. Besides what you only know about the Bromo and the Ijen. I'm very happy when you have any comments, when you have any questions, whatever. Yeah, just to update you once again, Indonesia is already open for tourists, but still with an arrival of Bali and Jakarta and a compulsory of 3 days quarantine. Yeah, I know it's not so ideal for visitors, but at least it's a step ahead, because before this we have 8 days quarantine and then 5 days quarantine. Now we have 3 days. I assume, I predict by the end of this year, or at least early next year, then we have no quarantine at all. Okay, that's all. Thank you very much. I'm waiting for any comment or whatever. Thank you, Pak. I back to you.
Thank you, Pak.
Thank you, Pak Sam.
Let me stop screen for a while. Okay.
Thank you, Pak Sam. So do we have any questions from the floor here, from our members here? Right, if you have any questions, you can unmute your mic and just start asking.
Hi, Mr. Isham. I have
Yes,
a question. David
Yeah.
here. So,
Okay.
when is the best month to travel to Indonesia, especially Surabaya? I believe it's a rainy season and hot seasons.
Basically, we only have 2 seasons, rainy season and dry season. Yeah, dry season and rainy season. Musim kering, musim hujan. Musim kering is starting from May up to October. May, October. So May, June, July, August, September, October. 6 months. Yeah, 6 months. Before the musim kering, we have the transition. So April and November is the transition between musim kering to musim hujan, like nowadays in November, or April transition from the hujan to musim kering. The transition, during the transition time, it's often too, or sometimes, is as a good moment to travel. Why? Because we have the sky full of clouds. In April, full of cloud, I don't know what we call it here is nimbus columbus or something like that. So curly, beautiful that one. Yeah. But May is the beginning of dry season until October. For your information, as far as I know, May is the beginning good time for Milky Way in Indonesia, especially in Bromo, because Bromo is the best place for Milky Way. May is the best time. May, June, July, that is the best time for Milky Way. And May is the beginning. April is also sometime the starting. Starting, sometime we have the clear sky, not so clear sky. But May mostly is clear sky beginning. That's it.
Thank you, Pak.
My pleasure.
All right, thank you, Pak Sam. Another question following Davies, when's the best time to visit? Are there any like local festivals, and around what month does it sit on? Like local festivals.
Local festival, banyak Pak. Indonesia is the islands of festival. Like in Bali, it's almost something like every day is festival. Around Surabaya, of course, we have the festival. Bromo, where we have the annual festival. The popular one is, we call it Kasodo. It happens changing every year. This year, happening in end of June. So next year, 2022, it will be in the beginning of June. That is the biggest of the festival. Another place nearby Ijen, in an area called Banyuwangi, is also many festivals. Banyuwangi is a very innovative area in Indonesia, where they set out the whole year full of festivals. Nowadays, becoming popular in many places, yeah, in many districts in Indonesia, in many provinces in Indonesia, where we set out the whole year, at least once a week festival. So started from the area Banyuwangi, many festivals, banyak. I always, I try to update festival, what is going on the festival, like the festival of the Api nearby Yogyakarta, they have. But during the pandemic, of course, no festival at all. Ya. Puasa. Pasal kerajaan tak bagi chance. Ya. But after the festival later on, surely there will be some festival. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Sam. So,
I got a question.
yeah, sure, James.
Okay, this is to do with a drone. Can we fly a drone in all those places?
Okay, can.
But will they mind drone?
At the moment, many places you can fly drone in Indonesia, except special places like above Borobudur, cannot. Yeah. Above the nearby the airport, because of the place like, Bali Kuta is a beautiful place. Kuta, you cannot fly drone around Kuta. Why? Because it's within the range zones of the airport in Kuta. I try to bring up drone there, no signal because nearby. But places like Bromo, places like Ijen, places like the Selotapa village there or whatever. Even the places like the Komodo place there in Labuan Bajo, the Komodo Island there, even drones, no problem.
I see. Okay.
There are some friends in Malaysia, Pak John Easy. Yeah. He already planned drone photo session in Indonesia. Actually, he wanted to go to do this in this year, but because of the pandemic, maybe next year. Trip to Indonesia, 2 weeks or something like that. Special on drone on the highlight destination like Bromo, like the Komodo Islands, like the Ijen, and some of the places there.
Hey, Pa,
No
that one
problem.
I'm very interested because I flew drone in Langkawi, I flew drone in Malacca, I flew drone in PD, I flew a drone in many places.
Okay.
I
No
like
problem.
playing with drone because it's a different view, different angle from totally different. In
Pasti,
Malacca
Pak.
got a lot of nice place. There's one you can Google Pulau Kenut, also very nice. Pulau Kenut, Kenot.
Kenut.
I went there a few weeks ago. Banyak
K-E-N-O-T.
cantik lah.
Where is it, Pak? Where
Pulau
is it?
Kenut, Pulau
I know, I
Kenut,
mean, I know,
Malacca.
in Bali, Jawa, Malacca.
In Malacca,
Oh, okay.
in Malacca. It's very cantik.
Yeah.
Sangat cantik.
Good. Yeah. Remember the presentation I showed you where we have the waterfall and then in one frame together with the volcano. That is also by using a drone because that place is a very beautiful with a drone. Nice place with a drone.
Yep.
Can anything if you have in your mind of the you and your friends special on the drone photo session, just let me know. I can suggest some of the destination. I show you with the example pictures taken by drone to make you easily understand the result will be like this.
Yeah, that will be very good. But
Thank you, Pak. Thank you.
drone photograph is very different compared with all the others.
Yes,
I like drone.
Sure. No problem, Pak.
I went to Kudat, no, Sabah Kudat. Wow, the tip of Borneo, I flew the drone there. Wow, very cantik.
Itu Pak Edwin yang once the winner the grand prize of the HIPA also took some pictures of the drone too in Maluku nearby Papua.
Oh,
recently he took some pictures of the drone too. The Edwin Edwin Ang. I noticed. Yeah. Let me know if you have a plan this. I can suggest you some of the places which is something different if using drone. Be my guest.
okay, very good.
Thank you, Pak. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Pak.
Any questions from Facebook, Edmund?
Oh ya, mungkin ada question dari Facebook.
Yeah, let me check the. Yeah, so far I don't see any questions from Facebook. But there are a lot of praises like beautiful, like, and a lot of thumbs up we have here.
Good
Yeah.
news then.
Yeah, it's very like interesting and wonderful to know more about like Indonesia. Though we are just like nearby, but I think mostly like most of us won't know the like all the things but some just said apart from the famous destinations. Yeah, so it's another eye opener for us. So thank you very much, Pak. Terima kasih.
My pleasure, Pak. So just to broaden up the places for picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only Bromo lagi, Bromo lagi.
Yeah, hope in the future we can have a trip over there or what. Then we will look for Pak Sam to bring us, to guide us.
Oh, sure. My pleasure.
PSPJ organizer Bromo.
Boleh. Oh yeah, just a new information for you that at the end of this month, 27, 29, Surabaya will be the host of Indonesian National Congress of Photography. We call it FPSE, Federation Seluruh FP Federation Photographer Seluruh Indonesia. So we will have the Congress in Surabaya. I think it will be a chance for me to push up more on the new destination I just presented to you for local photographers here. Because not many, even local photographers from Jakarta, from Bandung, from Makassar, from Bali, they know these places, the places like the Selotapa village, they know the places like the, the waterfall, not many. It's relatively new. Plus, although they knew it before the pandemic, they cannot go during the pandemic. So for them, it can be said something new. That's it.
Yeah, but after see all your photos and heard what you say, our passion to shoot more photo in Indonesia getting higher.
I hope. I hope. Even now pun sudah banyak lah photographers, they just want to go. The popular destination, not for photographers, for tourists, local tourists, because now local tourists is the blood for tourism. Yeah. Local tourists popular now go to Komodo Island because the government, they push a lot to promote the Komodo Island and Lombok Island. Why Lombok? Because next year Lombok is hosting the MotoGP. We have a new international MotoGP, new international circuit in Lombok Island. We call it Mandalika Circuit. Right, just nearby the beach, beautiful beach. So two places which is now very popular among the local Indonesian tourists is the Komodo Island. Yeah, we call it Labuan Bajo. That's the name of the big city around that one. And the other one is Lombok because they are hosting the MotoGP for session next year.
All right, that's very interesting. So yeah, I hope we have when the time is right, then we can visit Indonesia soon.
Sure.
Right. So thank you very much, Pak Sam. Thanks for the sharing today.
Terima kasih.
Thank you, Pak
Terima
Sam.
kasih.
Sama-sama, Pak. Terima kasih
Yeah.
for giving me the time to present this in the PSPG meeting.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, PSPJ is very thankful to have you today.
Thank you,
Thank you, Pak. Thank you, Pak.
I hope to see you soon in person.
By the way, if you record this session, would you mind to send it to me so I can
yes, of
upload
course.
in my Facebook and so on?
Yes,
Sure,
we'll send
no
you a
problem.
copy. Yeah.
Thank you, Pak. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak. Hope to see you soon.
Yes, thank you, Pak. Hope.
Okay, so for now we'll proceed with our next agenda. All right. So we have Mr. Raja Indra Putra or Ripi. Right, he's going to talk about the PSPJ 35th anniversary celebration, like the volunteer program. So yeah, Ripi, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Edmund. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you, Ersam, for joining PSPJ's presentation today. I remember joining a trip with Ersam in Indonesia to Bromo and Ijen many years ago. So I can say that he's a very good tour leader if you want to have a trip to Indonesia. Okay, now, as what Edmund said, I'm here to give you just a couple of minutes about an announcement of the 31st anniversary of PSPJ, which is next year, 2022. And in particular, September 2022 is the anniversary month because we were founded in September 1987. So let me share the document, which I also sent to members on the 31st of October. So you can read, for members, you can read the announcement on 31st October as an email. What we have here is that for the anniversary, we are seeking volunteers to join 4 subcommittees, which will be organizing the events for the anniversary. So these subcommittees will be: 1 for organizing the 31st anniversary gala dinner. Number 2 is the 31st anniversary commemorative book. And the other is organizing the public seminar on photography. And lastly, organizing photo exhibition. So if you have any expertise or experience in seeking sponsorships, organizing events like annual dinners, seminars, and or exhibitions, or producing publications like magazines and newsletters, your contribution is greatly appreciated and recognized. So please do volunteer if you have an experience. But if you don't have experience as well, it's great. You can join one of these committees to help out. When we start get this up and going. So if you want to know what it was like in our previous anniversary, which was the 30th anniversary in 2017, you can follow the links in the email that's been sent to you. So there's the seminar and the gala dinner that we did. The commemorative book, you can read the commemorative book, how we compiled it. And there's a blog also on how we did the photo exhibition in 2017. If you're interested, you can send an email to me. I've already shown the email there, repeat888@yahoo.com. You can state your name, your email address, your mobile phone number, and also state the position you're willing to volunteer in the 4 of the subcommittees. You can choose any of them. We are looking for a chairman of each subcommittee. So if you are a volunteer as a chairman, you can be chairman of any one of the 4 subcommittees. If you're a volunteer, you can be a volunteer in any of the subcommittees. Even if you want to be in 2 or more, you can do so. So for the subcommittee, we have the main organizing subcommittee, which is chaired by myself, Raja Indra Putra. We have Secretary Boy and Treasurer Ho Hin Choi, who are basically the Secretary and Treasurer of the PSPJ committee itself. Now, this is a list of the tasks of the 4 subcommittees that we have here. Let me just scroll down. I won't read everything for the sake of time, but you can refer to your email on 31st October. All right, here. So we have the responsibility for the annual dinner subcommittee is to organize the 31st anniversary gala dinner. There's the responsibility for the subcommittee for the anniversary book, which is basically to produce the book itself. And then we have the subcommittee, the seminar subcommittee, which will be responsible for organizing the public seminar of photography. And lastly, the exhibition subcommittee, which will organize a photo exhibition in conjunction with this 31st anniversary. So with that, I will look forward to your contribution towards the club's special occasion. I've also put a message in the FB Live as well as the YouTube Live. There's a link there to the same announcement we're making here. So all the best. Please do volunteer. We're looking towards your contribution and it will be recognized and appreciated. Okay, over to you, Edmund. Thank you so much. Let me unshare.
Yeah, right. So thank you very much, Ripi. So as for this email, we have already forwarded to members. I think it's like in the few days ago. I think just a few days before the announcement for this monthly meeting. So we hope that we'll have participation to make our 35th anniversary a success. Right. So thank you very much, Ripi.
Thank you.
Right, so anything you all can contact Ripley for more information or anything that you can contribute. Okay, next we shall move to Miss Chua. Move to Miss sharing from Miss Chua Yuan Yi. All right, she'll talk about Kashmir on her sharing. So yeah, Yuan Yi, the floor is yours. Thank you. Yuan Yi, your mic is still muted.
Can you hear?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. This one. Can you see? Oh, okay.
Yes, we can see.
Yes, we can see. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, sorry. Sorry, it's my first time sharing, so I'm very stressed out. So okay, I would like to share with you Kashmir, because it's just a collection of my photos. I've been to Kashmir many times, so I've been traveling to India for the past 8 years. So my main place I go to actually is Kashmir, because Kashmir is actually very beautiful. So these are some of my collections of my photos throughout my years. So hope that you enjoy the photos. I hope I can do justice to the place because I with my photos. So let's begin my slide. So okay, so this is a collection of my past travels to Kashmir. So I'll just go through, like, because Kashmir is actually located on the Himalayan ranges, and so I'll go through Srinagar, capital city of Kashmir. I'll show you some pictures. And then Pahalgam, which is a very nice place, which is a valley in Kashmir. And Sonamarg, which is actually the place where the Himalayan ranges starts, and then also the people of Kashmir. So actually, when you travel to Kashmir, right, the beauty actually starts when you're in the plane. So this is what you see when you're on the plane. You see the Himalayan ranges. So if you can see from far, you can actually, I think, can see Mount Everest. So these are actually mountains. So this is what you view. This is during, I think, during winter time. So there's more snow. So but when it's summer, there'll be more green. So this is the first beauty that you see when you want to go to Kashmir. You just look out of the plane and you see the beauty of the mountains, the Himalayan mountains. So the next one is Srinagar. So when we land in the plane, we actually land into Srinagar. So this is the capital city of Kashmir. The architecture is very nice. It's all like a bit of brownish in color. But what is fantastic about Kashmir is there's a lot of reflections. The water is very calm, so you see actually a lot of reflections, still reflections. So this one this is part of the city. And also another part that is very interesting is they also have tulips. You don't need to go to Holland to see tulips. You actually have tulips. So in Kashmir, actually, the tulip garden is Asia's largest. So you have a variety of tulips that you can see. Different colors. Even you have black tulips as well. Okay. So then. So this was taken, I think, during winter time. So you can see how still the water is. There's a lot of beautiful reflections that's reflected on the waters. So this is how it looks like. So this is my favorite part. I love this because this is sunset. If the water is still, because that time when I went, the water is not still, you can actually see the beautiful reflection of the sun setting onto the waters with these trees. So we also can, normally when we go to Kashmir, we go a lot on boats. So you actually can ride the boats along the lake, and you can see like people washing clothes. This is actually a laundry area where they wash the clothes, the water. This is your laundry. You don't have the washing machine. They actually hand wash it, and they hang it along the river bank here, the lake. So this is actually a shrine, or we call it a mosque. It's actually inside is actually made of paper mache. Paper mache. So it's actually very an old shrine, 1920, I think 1820s or but it's very old. But actually, I can't go in. I only can take picture from outside because women are not allowed inside the mosque. So this is the guy who takes care of the caretaker of the mosque, the shrine. This is the inside. So you can see the design on the walls. It's all made from paper mache. So then they painted it. It's very beautiful. So the next beauty about Kashmir is actually the lake, which is the Dal Lake. It's actually the jewel in the crown, because this lake, most tourists will come to this lake. And people will sit on this. Is called the shikara. Then you have a cruise around the lake in the shikara, and what you can see is what you see lah. Reflections again, beautiful reflections, because the water is very calm. There's nobody on speedboats and stuff like that. So people are just doing the rowing. They just row. So you have is very, if you want to come for a relaxing holiday, or you come to this place, you just feel very relaxed. And you just sit here on the boat and they'll row you around. There's a lot of things to shoot. So when you come to Kashmir, you need to stay in the houseboats. These boats are actually on the lake. So this is a picture of this is, I think, in winter when actually the lake is frozen. So if you actually want to cross from the boat to the land or vice versa, you actually need to crack the ice. So this one in winter it freezes. So these are houseboats. This is a must when you come to Kashmir, to stay in the houseboats on the lake. So this is also part of the houseboat. The houseboat that I'm saying is actually my friend's houseboat. For me, he has the best views, because this is where I take all my sunrise and sunset shoot. This is during the blue hour. This is during the blue hour. You can see people rowing, and then there's a lot of things, beautiful sunsets here actually. So this is all the houseboats that are lying on the Dal Lake. This is a picture of, this is during November. It's a bit foggy because during November it's cold, right? So it's fogs. So these are school kids going to school in a boat, because they all stay on the lake. So they go. So you also have a fisherman. He goes around fishing fishes, and then sometimes he sells to people who are staying in the boat. He'll sell his fishes to the boat. His son is sleeping behind there, I think, inside the covers there. So these are the people who lives around the Dal Lake. So you can see again the reflection. Because when I go, I like to take a cruise around the backwaters of the Dal Lake. And you can see many activities, how the lifestyle, the culture, see the people, how they live there. So this is a picture. This is a guy who makes boats. He makes boats. So you see the wood all stacked up. And again, the mirror reflection. This is all behind the backwaters of Dal Lake, where you see people, they build up the bridges, and this is how they connect. If they're not using boat, they make bridges to connect to their homes. So this is the house. Sometimes they have a big plot of land. They will plant vegetables and they'll sell it at the market. So they have ducks, and they also have ducks. They rear ducks, and they plant vegetables for livelihood. So this is early morning, sunrise and sunsets on the Dal Lake. So this is, I think, very early in the morning when the sun rises. This is when we're about to we want to go to see this vegetable market. This one we had to get out right about 4 a.m. I think this is on the way back. So okay, this one is, I think I woke up at 5 a.m. because actually I wanted to catch the mountains. If you can see the mountains behind there, this is actually the snow mountains. If the water is very clear, you can actually see the reflection on the lake. But the water this round was not very clear, so managed to catch a bit. So you see the snow mountains, you reflect on the lake. That's how beautiful it is, even at 5 a.m. Then this is Flower Man. He'll go around all the boats to sell his flowers to people who will buy. He'll sell seeds and stuff like that. This one was taken after the rain, when it's raining and then you have the sun coming out. So they had this effect. So it was very beautiful that time. So everything, all this was taken on the houseboat. So I didn't need to go anywhere because that's the place. We have a very good view from there. This is also towards getting darker already that time. So you can see the mountains behind there. These are all the snow mountains behind there. So actually Kashmir is actually surrounded by mountains. So you actually when it's winter or spring, you can see ice, snow on the mountains. Very beautiful. So this is another part of the lake, which is called the Golden Lake. So this is further up from where I'm staying. So we have beautiful sunsets. So they call this the Golden Lake. Then there's a fort up there also on top there. So this one is this is on the way to the vegetable market on the Dal Lake. So again, early morning, there's the reflections, still water because no one is about. So we have beautiful reflections. So this is taken during winter. So it's a bit barren, but you can see a bit of snow on top. So it's a bit foggy as well because during winter it's a bit foggy. So again, the reflections on the lake is fantastic. Yeah, so clear. So this is all during winter. So you can see the trees are all dried up, the leaves, and it's just twigs, So these are the people, they are selling. This is the vegetable market. It's not like the one where you see in Thailand, but it's actually really selling vegetable. Sometimes they fight among each other. So if you see the guy, right, sitting there underneath, he's having this basket under his hand there. It's actually his portable heater. They actually fill up with coal, and then it's very warm. So they put it under this shirt, which is called the farron. It's actually made of wool, so it keeps them warm. They don't need like North Face winter jacket and all the stuff. They just need that what the heater, the portable heater and the farron to keep them warm. So these are people buying vegetables which they grow on the Dal Lake. These are some of the people, the old people. Sometimes they'll sit together, they group around and gossip, chit chat like that, because it's like a gathering for them early morning. So this, yeah, some of the pictures. Yeah, this one. So during spring, so you see they're not wearing the farron already, so they just have just a normal kurta on their kurta on. So you see they like to they can make it a shape like that, so they're actually chit chatting. There's that time also they can do catch up like that. Okay, so this guy, he just finished shopping, so he will bring it back to wherever. Sometimes the people, there are people from the houseboat, they'll buy the vegetables and then they cook it for the customers. So along the lake also there's people who do other businesses like this guy, the roti man. They actually call this the roti. It's actually quite hard, but also I also pack some back to Malaysia to eat. You put butter, it's actually quite nice. It's crunchy. So this is his worker rolling the dough. It's a bit dirty lah, but still, when you're overseas, you eat anything, right? One more thing, right, guys? So many times I've been to India, right? I've not gotten any tummy ache. People always say you have tummy ache when you go to India, but never before. So this is the bread that they call the roti. So there's another place which is Pahagam, is the Valley of the Shepherds. This place is also a very popular destination for the locals, and also it's like about 2 hours drive from the city. This place is so beautiful that if you actually watch a lot of Bollywood movies, right, they actually come here to shoot a lot of Bollywood movies here. So why is it called the Valley of the Shepherds? Is because a lot of those nomads, right, they actually rear a lot of sheep. So during summer, they'll bring the sheep down and then to graze on the grass. So one thing so beautiful, they have 4 corners of. This was in spring. This when I went there. So they had the mustard field were blooming, and then they have 4 corners of snow mountains. You just turn 4 corners, it's all mountains, beautiful mountains. So this is the mustard fields. Then you have the sheep where they bring the sheep down for grazing. So see the mountains or the snow mountains. So this was taken during autumn. So you can see now the fields there's no mustard fields because it's autumn. So everything's a bit brown, but also very beautiful. See, this is autumn when I went. So this place also this is the area where I stay. So when I come out from the hotel, right, this is what I see. I have the river, sometimes there's horses, I have snow mountains. This is what I see when I come out from the hotel. So normally I get up very early morning and I just walk along the road here to the villages by myself. So it's very safe. I walk by myself and I just start taking photographs. This place is very good for human interest, this area, this Pahagam. Human interest, there's a lot of human interest photography here. So also this area here, we have saffron. If you know what saffron is, actually, your nasi biryani is actually comes from the yellow color thing which they pluck. This the lady, she will harvest the saffron. These are the school kids. They actually, you see their features, they are actually very beautiful. This is the school boys going to school. This is what I capture when I come out from the hotel. I just walk by myself. Sometimes they will invite you for coffee, tea, cha. So this is the view lah. This is as you walk along. This one is another part where you need to ride the horse, because this one needs to go up by horse. This is what they call the mini Switzerland of Kashmir. This the locals call it, because they say it resembles Switzerland. That was taken during winter. So this is during autumn where the grass is all brown. So this guy actually he has a sheep there. So sometimes to earn the money, right, he will bring the sheep, pass it to you to take a picture, then he collect a fee. So this is part of Pahagam, also beautiful mountains. They are all glaciers. Okay, when they're age-old glaciers. So this is in autumn. When autumn. So then I love to go to the villages. I walk by myself to the villages, and this boy, you can actually see, right? He doesn't have like those like Changi toys or what toys, what Legos or what, but you see, he actually used the mineral water bottle and he put wheels on it and he made it into a car. So this is how when you have nothing, right, you actually can improvise. This how he made this to play. These are some, they see me, the girls will come out, they'll look at me, they because they see me taking photographs, they'll smile. They love taking photographs. These kids, yeah, they love, the kids are very accommodating. They love taking photographs. This one is another part of Kashmir, is Sonamat. This is the Himalayan ranges. It's actually it's the start of the Silk Road that connects Kashmir and China, which is Sonamat. So this one up there is actually the glaciers. You can actually go up to the glacier by riding the horse. So this is on the way to Sonamat. So you want to go up, you can ride the horse up, because in Kashmir, if you never ridden on a horse, right? In Kashmir, you can ride the horse until backside pain, because there's a lot of horse riding to be done. Because you want to go somewhere, you ride the horse. So this is the policeman I met. So I made him pose for me. So I took a lot of photos of him. He's very accommodating. So I asked him to pose, and he posed for me to take a photo. So this is towards evening when we are going back. Some of it I just took from the car, so sometimes it's a bit blur. So towards evening, when going back, the sun setting is very beautiful. You have sea layers in the mountains. This place actually is about 8,950 feet above sea level. So you see the sun setting, you can see the sun is hitting on the tip of the mountains as the sun sets. So besides that, I do village hopping and beautiful people. There's a lot of villages to visit, and there's a lot of human interest to take photos of. So in autumn, when I went, I saw this lady. She was gathering a lot of leaves. See, why they gather all these leaves, right? They actually will burn it. They will burn it. They will burn it, and then they'll put it in the basket. The portable heater. They put it in a basket to keep themselves warm during winter. So this is all done by themselves. So this is like they make it into a coal. So then for their what do you call that? For them to heat up the body during winter. Any questions so far? I think. So along the way, I saw this lady carrying such a heavy thing on her head. Maybe to gather all the branches for winter to burn. So this is the village. You see, they're very accommodating. They will smile and let you take photo of them. Then you have scenes of that, people riding horses, horses, and then with snow-capped mountains. This one is during, I think, towards winter, autumn. So their features are all like they're not like their features are very different. They're very pretty. They have very pretty looks. Sometimes the people they will wash their clothes from the drain because the water actually flows down from the glaciers. So they will use the water to wash their clothes. So I met this man at one of the village when I jalan during the village walk. So this guy, this old man just asked me to come. So I look at my friend, the guide. Then he said, okay, let's follow him. So he brought me to his house, give me some tea and some biscuits. And this is, in return, I took some photos for them. So this is his wife. She cooks inside that small, this is her stove, a small stove down there. So I took some photos for them. This is the family. They are very happy when you take the photos. So this one is in September when they were harvesting the rice. So we saw this group of ladies, they were harvesting. The men were sitting down, I don't know, relaxing, but the women were the one doing the work. So we took a picture there. Then they also posed for us a bit. So this girl caught my eye. She's so beautiful. So I took some pictures of her. She's very beautiful. So these are some kids. I went to the park and they were playing, so I just took some photos of the kids. This one was a schoolgirl waiting to go to school. This one, I just walked into someone's house and I saw this girl so cute, so I took a picture, so they let me take her photo. She's in her school uniform with rosy cheeks, so sweet. So this little girl is actually a gypsy. They are like nomads. They come down from the mountains and they wash clothes. You see the clothes next to her. They actually wash clothes on the drain. This big drain. It's all it's not the dirty kind of drain. It's like glacier waters. It's like blue and purplish in color, blue color. So they are washing clothes in the drain. So these are the gypsy people. We see their face like different. They are different. They are like very like a hard life. The looks on their face. So yeah. So these are the people. So okay, that's all. Thanks. That's all for my sharing.
Yeah, thanks, Yanyi. So from the first series of photos, I noticed that a lot of it is taken over water, right?
Yeah.
So you said that you are staying in something like a boat house?
Yeah, houseboat that it doesn't move. It's stagnant there one.
It doesn't move. So you all travel around like through with the little boats, right?
If it's around the lake, right? If it's around the lake, we'll travel by the boat called Shikara. It's called Shikara. Let's see. So just hold on. How do I go back?
Maybe you can press escape so you can see all the slides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If it's around the lake, right? You travel using this series of photos. Yeah, you travel using this boat. You travel around. But for those like going to Pahagam or to the mountains, we have a car. We have a car like the Innova car where we have just two 2 or 3 in the seat in the car, so that each one had photographer can go out each other door, you see, with 3 in the car. So it's easy for photographers because got a lot of gear. So yeah.
So normally, how long do you spend in like one place for like photos? Because I see that there are a lot of like different places, different timings, or like.
Yeah, this one 8 years of compilation. I've been winter, I've been autumn, I've been spring, I've been summer. So if you really want to go, I think spring is beautiful. Spring, winter is beautiful. Autumn is beautiful. Yeah, it's about. I mean, yeah, that's why people who actually go to Kashmir, right, they actually fall in love with the place. It's not like those who have actually been to India, right? You see, like India is like, you see the poverty and stuff like that. The minute you land into Kashmir, right, it's like when we go to Sabah, you know, when we whoever has been to Sabah, right, it's like a different country altogether. So it's totally different. The people there are friendly. And when you want to take their photo, they won't ask you for money because we don't have a practice of giving money like China or maybe something like that. But you know, and they're very happy to take photos for them. Just maybe and go back again, give them the photos. They're very happy. So then people talk about Kashmir and stuff like that. It's not safe, but actually it's not. I've been 8 times as I don't see any riots or stuff like that, you know. It's all media. So yeah. Yeah. Any
Wait, I happen to have a question pop up, but I just forget. Also, we open for questions from others. So, any questions from the other members? Oh yeah, you need like how long did you stay in like one place? Like for example, for a single trip, and
normal standard is around 8 days. 8 days. 8 days you can cover, or 8 to 10 days. 8 to 10 days. Like, because there's so many things to take. The minute you land on the tarmac, the minute you come out from the airport, there's things to take. This abundance of, it's a photographer's haven, you know, non-stop. And it's not like commercialized like Japan. You see the transport, you see everything is like, you know, wooden houses, and it had the lady, you know, cooking inside underneath the small little stove, you know, things like that. And they actually, you know, I walk alone and they actually come and invite me to drink tea. They like to invite me to drink tea. You know, sometimes at first you say you're safe or not, you know. But after 1-2 times, you know, they got good. They're actually very nice. They actually very, very nice. They invite you to drink tea. Then you take photo of them, very happy. They are very, very happy, very pleasant. Not like what you hear from media, you know. They say for shooting stuff like that. I never seen any. But there are a lot of soldiers, because India actually, this is actually a gem for India, because they generate electricity because they have glacier, they have the mountains, they have apples, and they have like saffron. You know, saffron is very expensive. You know that saffron, and they even make baseball bats in Kashmir. You know, baseball bats. So you don't see like, you know, in India, if you go in India, you see people begging on the street. They are not like that. They don't beg. They try and do some business. I mean, they try and do some business to keep going. Yeah.
yeah,
I have a question, Yuan Yi.
Mm.
I see you being a lot of places like high. I mean, the sea level is quite high. How you overcome, or anything you need to prepare for the
This one 8,000
altitude sickness?
This one no altitude sickness. This one is manageable. Only when there's one skiing resort in Kashmir, which I didn't show the picture. It's more of a skiing. You can actually go skiing in Kashmir. That one goes up to 19,000 feet. That one maybe feel a bit dizzy because you go by cable car and come up. But normally those places, right, is manageable. You don't feel any altitude sickness unless you go to Ladakh, which is another place further from Kashmir, which that one maybe yes. That one maybe if I got another sharing, I can share with you Ladakh. So this is okay. This one for people who are scared of altitude, because I'm scared of altitude, see. So, but I don't feel anything. It's okay.
Jenny,
Yes.
do you travel on your own or do you go with a tour group?
Oh, I organize the tours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I went there. My friend introduced me to Ladakh actually, but then I found out about Kashmir when I went to Ladakh. So I made friends. I have friends in Kashmir, so who owns the houseboat. So people, when they saw my photos, they say, "Hey, I want to follow you to Kashmir. Is it safe? Is it good for? I bring women to just only women to Kashmir, and then we'll still come back in one piece. Because the minute they land in India, I have someone to fetch you. Then we have fetch you to the hotel, and then we take a domestic flight to Kashmir. I have someone to fetch you, and then fetch you back. So I do not take public transport. See.
I see.
So it's very safe. So yeah, I organize all these photography tours to Kashmir.
And roughly how much do you spend per trip?
All in around maybe 1,500 to 2,000 USD. Depends on the hotels you stay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So I'm waiting to go back again, because I have other places which I think is even more beautiful than what I'm showing, because these are more the usual places that people go. So there's a few other places that is where there's few other places that I have in mind that I want to go, but I'm waiting when I can go, because there's a lot of places that can visit. Any more questions?
Edmund?
Or any more questions from the floor here? Harley, I saw you unmuted for a single while just now. Yeah. Any questions?
Yeah, okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Chua, very nice presentation. I really enjoy it.
Thank you.
Just wondering, if we were to go, is food a problem?
Food, no, it's not a problem. Are you afraid of spicy food?
No.
Okay. So, okay, you're talking about diarrhea and stuff like that, right? Food poisoning, right?
No.
Okay.
What sort of food they have and all that?
Oh, okay. Northern Indian food, but the food in the houseboat, I have friends who say that like Chinese food lah, like Chinese cooking lah, because not spicy and stuff like that one. But Northern Indian food, mostly they have a bit of yogurt like that, yogurt in the food. But it's not like the Southern where you have really, really spicy food. So it's not. So far, I brought many groups, they have not have any tummy ache. So I always have this say that don't simply take outside food, or you always drink bottled water and hot water, because you wouldn't want to spoil your photography trip, with a tummy ache. You see. So so far everybody's came back safe and sound. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. One more question. You showed so much lovely photos of autumn, spring, summer. So if we want to go and we can only go one trip, which season would you recommend?
It's all on preference. Like if you really want to see like white, blue sky, snow, then winter. But if you want to see yellow trees, yellow, or the trees turn yellow and stuff, I see saffron, then it's autumn. Spring, you see a lot of mustard fields. They have a lot of mustard fields, snow-capped mountains, spring will be nice. Spring will be nice. Yeah. If winter is a bit cold, so if you're scared of the cold, maybe the spring will be beautiful. A lot of flowers. You can see tulips as well, but that will be in March. Mustard field will be in April, like that. They even have like sakura flowers as well. Not like, they have sakura flowers as well. So you don't need to go to Japan, you can go here, but also can take beautiful photos,
And then for human interest, any time of the year is good.
Yeah, people are always there. They depends on what they wear. If you in winter, they'll be wearing that Farron thing and with the little basket, the portable heater. I can't remember what's the name of that. A kangri, they call it kangri. Or summer, then you have people just in the normal kurta, the Indian, the kurta, Yeah. If you don't want to be wearing a lot of coats and stuff like that, you go spring.
Summer won't be very hot.
Summer like Malaysian weather, I think. A bit humid, yeah. Summer
Okay.
Malaysian weather. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I saw another question on Facebook. Chris Lee asked, how many pictures have you taken? These images you have taken over how many trips? Is over like 8 trips, right? You say like over the years.
Yeah, more than 10 trips.
More than 10 trips.
More than 10 trips. Sometimes 1 year I go twice. Depends if I have a group, or once a year. But the last pandemic didn't go lah. So I also go other parts like Rajasthan, and I go to India, other parts of India as well. Yeah. But my favorite, Ladakh also is another beautiful place. If I can share next time lah. Ladakh also is beautiful also. I brought my friend there. She said it's the best trip ever in her life, because you will never see the mountains, how magnificent the mountains. If you see the mountains here, right, it's like 10 times higher than what we see, So it's something that, I think some who has been to Ladakh would know how beautiful also.
I see. All right. So wait. So is Ladakh and Kashmir in the same region or same area?
Yeah, they used to be same region. Kashmir and Ladakh supposed to be considered the same region, but I think after some political thing, they actually separate it now to a separate state. They separate it now. They used to be the same but because of political recently, the government, So, but it's very different because in Kashmir is like 99% Muslim. Okay, so as you go along to Ladakh, you will see that you slowly become Buddhist. As you travel by road, you can see the change in culture, and you go up all the way, you end up in the Buddhist state already. So it's different. So it's a trip of a lifetime. I can say we've never been.
Right. We have one more questions from Facebook. So, will Lake Dal be frozen during winter, or any interesting to see during winter?
The Dal Lake will depends on the recently, because there was because of global warming, right? So recently it didn't freeze, but I think a few years back, it actually froze. The lake, it actually froze. So winter also have its beauty lah, because you have like blue sky and snow. You have blue sky and snow.
What's the like coldest temperature you had over there? The experience?
I experienced minus 10. No, not minus 10. 1 or 2 like that. I think coldest maybe minus a bit 1 or 2 like that. But if you go to the mountains, it's different. Up in the mountains, because sometimes, especially this place, let me show you. Okay, this place, this place is called Sonoma. It's actually the start of the Himalayan ranges. So in winter, you cannot actually go all the way up here because the snow is like 20 feet high. So if you actually go during April, you can reach the heart of Sonoma. Then you can see like the mountains. They will cut 20 feet. They cut through the snow. So you have like snow and snow. Like, you know, in Japan, you have that snow and snow here. Then they cut through the road, you see. So you have like 20 feet of snow. So you can experience that also.
I see, that's quite interesting.
Yeah,
Right,
it's very
so-
interesting. Very beautiful place. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, I won't go so many times. People will keep asking me to go.
So it's like you have a lot of like new experience and new photos every single trip.
Every different trip is different. So I'm just waiting when borders are open, I can go to the next one, which there's this place that I really, really want to go, where they actually the houses, they use logs to build the houses, and it's very secluded near the border of Pakistan, I think. So yeah, that one will be another adventure lah.
Yeah.
It's an adventure.
Okay. All right, thank you very
Usually,
much.
how many people in your trip?
Depends on maybe 6 minimum 6 minimum 6 or above 12 because when we stay in the houseboat, you can fit in 6 people in the houseboat. So if 12 would be 2 houseboats. Yeah. Or 4 also can. 4 also can. Depends. But more people, then the different rates now, I guess. So yeah. Also, people who haven't experienced horse riding, you can ride until backside pain. You go everywhere you go is ride horse. Ride horse. Some of my friends, I got back pain riding the horse because you don't have like car. I mean, to go to the mountains inside there, you want to go to the glacier, right? You ride the horse, because if you want to walk in, it take you forever lah. Yeah.
How about language? You say language a problem?
Language, if you have a guide, it's okay. Sometimes it's just language is the eyes. You just say, take picture, smile, and they accommodate you. So they speak Kashmiri lah, so they don't speak in Hindi. So English maybe not really, but hand language, sign language. But you got a guide, you see, so the guide will talk. But you don't need if you go with a guide, then everything is taken care of. No need to worry about this, because you have door to door. You have someone take you here, take you there, take you there.
Yuan Yi, what about the communication network, like internet access?
Okay. Internet access, this one, the houseboat, they have Wi-Fi, but you need to buy their SIM card. But the SIM card is quite difficult because you need to be an Indian national to get the SIM card. So you may not have access. But normally my friend will give you his SIM card, then you can use his SIM card. You can use it, or he give you hotspot for you to use.
Okay, thank you.
No.
All right, thank you. Okay. Yeah.
Nak tanya lah.
Yeah.
Biasanya package so many days?
Biasanya package 8 hari.
Start from 8
8
hari.
Kalau boleh 8 hingga 10 hari.
Okay. Thank you. The pictures, all the pictures you have here, wow, fantastic. It's complete.
Thank you. But if you see it in real, it's 10 times more beautiful.
I know.
It's beautiful.
Saya tengok landscape pun cantik, human interest pun bagus. Kashmir memang fantastic.
Ya, bagus sekali.
Yeah. But it is away from the troubles. You know, sometimes we heard the problem in Kashmir on TV, fighting.
So far, 8 tahun I pergi Kashmir, tak pernah ada fighting. Tak pernah jumpa apa riot pun tak pernah. Semua media. Kalau fighting pun mungkin jauh, tapi bukan tempat.
So how to describe between your beautiful pictures and the news on TV about the fighting and so on? So it's on a different matter because the fighting, let's say the riots is only in town, while this one is on the countryside or something like this?
No, actually, when I go there, right, I don't see. Sometimes it's the propaganda, you see. I don't know whether I can say it online, but sometimes it's because sometimes the government try to hype it up a bit. Because Kashmir is actually 99% Muslim state, and India is Hinduism. So sometimes they try to, because people they actually want the land in Kashmir, because the land they have everything, you know, they have apples, they supply apples to the other parts of India, you know, they supply saffron, you know. So they actually, before the Article 370, no Indians actually can buy land in Kashmir. So because of all this, they do a lot of propaganda and stuff like that. So that's why. But they station a lot of soldiers in Kashmir because this is the gem. To them, this is like a gemstone. You see, they have everything here. So you see a lot of soldiers, but actually it doesn't bother you because they try to protect their gemstone. You see. But a lot of Kashmiri, they would like to have their independence, of course. Everybody would want to have their own state, you see, or their own country. So
in brief, it's safe to go there, right?
Yes, it's safe. I've been there more than 10 times like that. So yeah. So if it's safe, if it's not safe, I wouldn't bring my friends to go.
I see.
I wouldn't go it myself. You see, I wouldn't put my life at risk. I'm not some Reuters photojournalist who take picture with them. So I even took a picture of I didn't put here the soldier. He was like accommodating, just standing there and took a picture of him. You know. I can take pictures of, you know, with guns and stuff, but
so basically go to Kashmir via India or via Pakistan?
Actually, this Kashmir is in India part. It's not the Pakistan part.
Yeah. India part.
I think the Pakistan is a bit more difficult to go to. Yeah. So yeah. So and also my friend is Kashmiri there, so he will organize everything for me. So anything I'll look for him.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Edmund?
Okay, right. So thank you very much, Yuan Yi, for the wonderful sharing. It's
Okay,
your
thank
first online sharing, right? But
Yeah,
yeah,
I so stressed out. I I was having a slight fever. Maybe don't know whether it's stress or what. Sharing.
You are doing very great.
yeah,
Okay.
you're doing well. Okay, right. So thank you very much, Yuan Yi. So next time, anyone wants to go to Kashmir can contact Yuan Yi, and maybe she'll organize a trip or what. Right, then
Yeah,
you
when we
guys can
can
join.
go. Yeah,
Mm.
maybe if the Ladakh will be another option as well. I
Yeah.
can share next time.
Yeah, I would. We love to see more sharing for you because you've been travel like 8 years.
I need
I
travel.
don't think just this few photos. It'll be more, right?
In the coming months, if we have the physical meeting or what, then maybe we can have a session.
Yeah, every time go for holiday, just take a photo, then keep it inside the hard drive. Take and if I never bother until I got sharing, I have to go and dig out photos.
Yeah, this is to motivate you to do more sharing.
Okay.
Now we know you have a lot of photos to share, so you can't skip next time.
I already postponed how many months already sharing.
All right. So if we don't have any question, then we.
I think we are safe to proceed to the next agenda.
Okay,
Yeah.
I stop sharing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so one moment here. All right, is my screen showing? Right, hi, is my screen showing?
Yeah, we can see. Can you put it to full screen?
Yeah, let me try. It's not responding now. Wait, give me a second here. Oh yeah. Is it showing right?
Yes.
Okay, so now we shall do the announcement for PSPJ monthly photo contest for October 2021. Our first theme is street food, and the second theme is transportation. And yeah, here are the shortlisted photos. We have Cindy Chia, 1KC, William Yap for the first theme of the month, street food, and for the second theme of the month, transportation, we have photos from Alex Liu, Cho Liang Yong, 1KC, and also from William Yap. So these are quite amazing photos we have here, a collection from all around the world, from street food and transportation team. So the winning photo for street food goes to, wait, is the name showing? I think I might have to share it. Oh, my Zoom is blocking the name. Right, so the best photo for street food goes to Cindy Chia. Congratulations, Cindy Chia. And the second team, for the second team, transportation, the best photo goes to 1KC. Congratulations, 1KC. Right. So now we shall invite Pak Sam. Do you have anything to talk about the photos?
Yes. Pak Isham will do the sharing on about the photos, the tips.
Show me the 5 pictures.
Okay, sure.
Okay, this is all the 5 pictures that I did. I selected, yeah, where the ambience of street food is there. Yeah. There are some pictures that only showing up the pictures. I mean, the food doesn't seem showing up the street. Another pictures also showing up the street, but not on the focusing on the food and the street. because this is a street food, yeah, towards street and food. Yeah. So these are the 5 pictures, and I personally choose the Cindy Chia because that is the most dramatic moment of the situation on the street, where he is so beautifully and so intelligently combined in low light. Yeah. Compared with the 4, the Cindy Chia picture is more pop up on the lighting. Yeah. The light is there. And then he cleverly, intelligently divided the whole things into 2 parts. The woman, yeah, the man there, and the other one is the street food there. Yeah. No doubt that from these all 5, I choose India because it's on top of the on the ranking one. Much more dramatic compared to the rest. The William is also dramatic down there, but it seems that the Sindhya is slightly more dramatic on the focusing of the street food there. I like also the low lights of the part 1 KC. Yeah, it's more there, but the picture of Sindhya is more active moment compared to Pak Wan Kisi and Pak William Yap. It's more dramatic on the lightings. It's more dramatic on the actions. Yeah, and it is more dramatic on the composition of the thing. So that is the my opinion for this street food. Next one, please. Okay. For this transportation is actually, frankly speaking, I'm in a two, and too hard choosing between Pa 1 KC and Pa Alex Liu, because I put both of them scoring is 8. Yeah, while the rest is below 8. Yeah. However, Part 1 KC picture is more pop up as a picture on the street transportation. Why? Because as soon as that we look at the Part 1 KC, then people will focusing on the middle part there. Yeah. While the Part Alex Liu is also very dramatic. He put the lights, he puts the the transportation there. But the transportation Part 1 KC, it's more what should I say? It's more scoring because it's more traditional point of view. With one condition actually, that on the right middle there are some shade macam ini blocking a little bit. I neglect that one a little bit because somehow the focusing is on the pictures there, the middle part, and then he's cleverly put the middle while the whole thing is in good composition. But William Yap is actually, I like it very much, this picture, yeah, because it's a very nice traditional things, yeah, ambience is nice. However, when I look at the picture, the woman there is slightly bent down a little bit. I don't know, maybe because of the white lens, the effect of white lens, or I don't know. Yeah. If the picture about William Yap is more straight on the 2 guys behind the rickshaw, then will be something different. Yeah. While William Yap, on the other hand, with the bicycles and then bus and the motorcycle, I like it very much because it describes the whole things, and then he just puts on the composition nicely. Yeah. However, then the subject is not focusing on the on the viewer there. Compared to 1 KZ, then the object is focusing on the the object is facing to the viewer here to give more interaction. What should I say? Yeah. While Pak Cho Liang Yong there is a nice composition, beautiful. However, the human interest is very much less. Yeah. Beautiful composition, nice, yeah. But then the Pak Wan KC is more attractive in color, in focusing, and in composition. That's what I like. Pak Alex Liu is nice in composition, but still much less compared to Pak Wan KC in coloring. Somehow, people would like to consider also in the whole aspect of a picture, include the coloring, possibly the lighting. Okay. I think that's all my explanation. I hope it's not too short, and I hope that not offended to many participants of this one. This is what I can do my best for the pictures. And again, congratulations to Bu Cindy and Pak Wan KC for winning the photo competition.
Thank you very much, Pak Sam. It's a very detailed explanation. And once again, congratulations to Cindy and 1KC. So we hope for more pictures from all members to come. And also congratulations to all members which your photos are shortlisted. So congratulations. Right. So now, do you have any other matters, Davy?
Not at the moment. So okay. Just to let the members know, our memberships, new membership system will coming up soon. So we will slowly inform the members about this. Okay. I think that's all for today. So we thanks Pak Isang from Indonesia for the sharing, and also Yuan Yi for the sharing as well. So we hope more members can come to us to arrange for the photo sharing for your trips. Don't let your trip save in the hard disk. Just share to the other members so we know more places to go. Thank you. So Pak Isham, hope to see you soon. Okay.
Terima
Thank
kasih,
you.
Pak.
Okay,
My
terima
honor to
kasih.
be part of the PSPJ monthly meeting.
Yeah.
I hope that all everything is good and we can meet again one day in Indonesia.
We can have the international conference. Okay, thank you. Okay, see you around. Bye bye.
Thank you, Pak Sam. Terima kasih. Bye.